This is Spencer Lamar Booker, the pastor of the cathedral at St. Paul African Methodist Episcopal Church, St. Louis, Missouri. Look here, my brothers and my sisters, I come before you in a plea for peace as well as justice. Please, my condolences to the captain lost his life last night, to the four officers who were shot last night. The acts of violence, the acts of looting in our community, it's very intolerable. But I need you to know that we're crying out. There's an oppressive community that is oppressing the people and the citizens of this land and in St. Louis. Look, I understand, trust me, that all of us are concerned about the looting, the burning, the criminal element that is going on. But there's another criminal element that has taken place over a period of a decade, maybe even a century. Racism is still exists, and we must address it. My brothers and my sisters, please understand, police oppression is never acceptable, and it never will be acceptable. What we see in this time and space is people crying out for justice. They're crying out for peace. They have been hurt. They have been overlooked. They have been marginalized. My brothers and my sisters, please understand, police oppression is never acceptable. I am a victim of police killing of my brother Marvin Lewis Booker. Like George Floyd, his life was squeezed out of him. My brother's life was squeezed out of him. Yes, with a carotid chokehold on his neck, knee in his back, nunchucks on his ankles, and they even tased him while he was handcuffed. Look at George Floyd. Police officers squeezing his life out of him. And I'm calling for all to say, let justice roll down like waters. We need justice in this land. The different fractions that have come together. No, our message is not being lost about police oppression and police killings, because there are other oppressions that are going on in America that must cease and desist. I'm calling upon all of us, stay peaceful, but also I'm calling for the government, give us justice. Look, I've asked the city of Denver to revisit the murder of my brother. My brother was murdered. Even Mayor Hancock admitted it, for he came into office right behind my brother's murder in 2010, and now he has an epiphany that says, yes, Marvin Lewis Booker was murdered. Therefore, there's no statute on murder. If officers, police, law enforcement officers have killed, have did atrocities against humanity, hey, we need to go back and revisit. If we want peace in our land, I believe that if we revisit some of the officers' actions against humanity, we can have peace. I'm calling upon all government officials. Look at the president, who has stroked nothing but inflammatory words in this process. There is two viruses going on. There's a coronavirus and a corona racist virus going on in our land. We need a vaccine not only for coronavirus, but we need a vaccine for the corona racism that is in America. Today is the day. The time is now. We must stand up for our rights. Hey, protest, but let's protest in peace. Let's respect property. Let's respect lives. But we're asking our president, our governors, our leaders of our community that has the power to change the law, change them immediately in order that all people may live in harmony and peace and not in horrific terror. To see the young lady and the young man here in Atlanta, Georgia, terrorized by 6 police officers as they were trying to get back to the campus where they were being educated to be tased, to be treated like animals. Even the young lady declared, I felt like a monster had attacked me. I commend Paul Howard here in Atlanta that says, no way will you get by with committing a crime against the citizens. And all 6 of them were convicted today, were arrested in Atlanta. Look, all I'm trying to say to you is that justice must roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. Hear our pain. We are in pain. Please, President, please, Governor, please, Mayor, understand that police oppression must stop and oppression, period, must stop. We are the land of the free and the home of the brave. And everybody in this country has a right to pursuit of happiness, liberty. Let me tell you, as I close, God is on our side. God will see us through. Fight on. He promised never to leave us alone. A change must come, and this is my plea. I'm just speaking truth to power, and I pray that all of us will stay together as we make anybody who feels that this is a dictatorship country, that this is a communist country. No, this is a democracy. You don't do what you want to do because you have the power. And so I pray to the powers to be, understand the cries of the people on the streets of this country and on the streets in my city where I pastor in St. Louis, Missouri. God bless you. God keep you. Power to the people.